even with the YouTube, now more moving into the influencer lane. Mm-hmm. Been out for 6 years, but when you kind of look at the path, it's very similar to WALLO 267. The motivator, you know what I'm saying, on that right now. You know what I'm saying? How do you feel about what WALLO 267 does? Or matter of fact,
I think WALLO never sell out.
You said what?
I think WALLO. I ain't gonna say WALLO. I don't think WALLO. I think they industry catch. You know what I'm saying? Now, when it comes to the similarities, I didn't hear about WALLO till about. It's probably been about 3.5 years. Cause I used to do the running up to the screen like I was doing it when I first came home. Like I got videos of me living in Gallatin, Tennessee, my first year home. You know what I'm saying? Running up, blowing the whistle, and then people started saying, "Man, you still from WALLO?" I'm like, "Who? I ain't even never heard of this dude." You know what I'm saying? And then he did, and I always did motivational. Anybody who been watching me from the first day I came home from Penitentiary, I still got the video. Like I was already doing it. But then they used to tag him in my videos all the time. He commented in my comment section one time, you know what I'm saying? I had already seen his page by then though, and I went and checked his page out, you know what I'm saying? And that I understood why, you know what I'm saying? Of course, the prison, I think it was his brother, or whoever he was in the cell with, or who he was there with, how much time he did. He did 20, only did 10, and then he came home and he doing, you know what I'm saying, what he doing. But I think the industry catch though at the end of the day.
Okay. So you don't really too much like being compared to WALLO?
Nah, he a black man. If a black man doing something with his life, yeah, it's respect. I don't like when they take away from what I do. That's you know what I'm saying. Like I got to a point where I started correcting them and say, man, you just saw WALLO before me because his platform bigger, so you assume that really we don't know if he stole it from me. So that's the only part when people don't know. You know what I'm saying? I really work this. Like I sit down and brainstorm this. Like everything is original. I didn't sit down and steal no swag. So that's the only thing when it comes to that.
So yeah. So when you say industry cats, you just mean less raw? What do you mean exactly when you say industry cats?
Talking
about WALLO and Gilly.
Well, for one, only people they bring on their platform is people in the industry. You know what I'm saying? You rich, you feeding people who are already rich. You adding to their platform. WALLO did 20 years. I ain't watched all of his work, but when it comes to people who come from that, like he know how hard it is. I ain't seen nobody on $1 million worth game with that. But that's their platform though. You know what I'm saying? Then I look at like his motivation as far as when he's talk about him coming home, how much money he showed, how much money he had, and this is possible and this is possible. It's kind of watered down to me because you industry. Like Gilly is connected to the industry. Like it's even though you did hustle and you grinded, but at the same time, like it's not that easy for everybody to just get on and start making promotional video, motivational videos and positive videos. Like the internet, the algorithm behind it just don't work like that for everybody. And he know that, and he know that. So when it comes to that, like of course, but I respect the game. I respect the hustle, I respect, you know what I'm saying? But they industry, man. They industry.
So, do you think, like, even though there's so much freedom now with the internet and you could post, you could do whatever, do you think it's more tempting for people to just go the industry route now? Because it's like now, once you get a bunch of views, it's like a lot of people can forget what they started doing, and everybody want to do the same thing now. So easy to copy, so easy to do this, put this together. Not saying about them, though.
Now, I feel what you're saying. You losing yourself at that point. Okay. Like you've been sucked in, and like I'm conscious of that a lot myself. Like I'll take breaks. I won't say why, but a lot of times I can tell like, okay, you starting to enjoy this a little too much. Like you ain't staying in the purpose. You ain't staying in the lane. And, you know what I'm saying? That's what's allowed me to be free and allowed me to have what I have. So you gotta humble yourself. And I know it's a lot of people say ain't no such thing as enough money. But what I see what happened with people who go industry, they have a greed. Their heart is full of greed. Because at some point, like, you don't even gotta do that, homie. Like you ain't gotta move like that. You don't have to do that. Like you can, but that's their platform though. So, man, I'm gonna be honest with you, my guy. If I had close to $1 million, I ain't even gonna say $1 million. If I had close to $1 million by the end of the year, they probably wouldn't even see me on the internet. It'll be all for philanthropy work. You know what I'm saying? Helping other people do stuff like I'll fade behind the scene. It would make no sense. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe it's better to give than receive. So at that point, it wouldn't even be about, because I always ask the Most High, if you allow me to have it, I'm going to give it to other people. You know what I'm saying? So if I ever get to that point where it's like I know my family's straight, the bills are straight, and all this, you know what I'm saying? I'm on. If I do that for 100,000 more people, you know what I'm saying? It help instead of just constantly just feeding myself. I don't want to do that.
I feel you. Yeah. I feel you. Gilly and Wallo being industry cats. Mm-hmm. One thing I could say though about Gilly, the way him and his wife's relationship is produced.
I love it. Now, it's a lot of great things I do love about them as black men. You know what I'm saying? I do. I just, when it comes to that industry stuff, it's hard for me to, because I don't respect them rappers, for one. Okay. That's all they bring on their platform. Now, even though, you know, Wallo dropped jewels here and there, that's respectable. You know what I'm saying? It's just still, when you bring them on there, and they watch them from there, if they haven't heard of them as a rapper, they gonna go listen to their music. So you're basically, you're part of the problem at that point. Because you're trying to say you bring these folks on here to drop jewels, but you're also leaving the window open for them to go see who these people are.
Yeah. Sure.